Our team's been working closely to provide whatever assistance we can for them. This is my first time actually seeing it, firsthand. I saw pictures and video.
Heavy rains and raging floodwaters creating problems from the plains to the East Coast.
Severe flash flooding in Maryland kills at least 2 people.
Massive flooding in Lincoln County, South Dakota, keeping farmers in a chokehold. In Fort Worth, Texas, relentless rains is stranding drivers in waist-high waters.
We've had a record amount of rain in Minnesota, 15 inches of rainfall, and we're not even completed the month.
In Pennsylvania, flash floods closing roads.
Heavy rain flooding Ontario streets, turning some into rolling rivers.
Thick, toxic algae blooms causing major problems in Florida for weeks now.
Look at that lamppost there. It's almost completely underwater. In some areas, you can't tell where the sidewalk ends and the river begins.
Small town of Blakely, Minnesota hit hard. Residents forced to evacuate. All major roads flooded or, like this one, split open and washing away. A swollen creek swallowing this amusement park in Arlington, just miles away. Here in Minnesota, parts of the state underwater. The town of Waterville completely submerged.
Guacamole thick and smelling like raw sewage. Local drinking water is being monitored as fertilizer, sewage, and manure pollution are all thought to be part of the issue. The algae has also been drastically affecting tourism.
We are in a house that is now floating down the river. Call Mom and Dad. I love you, and pray.
Those were the last words Julie Shields had with her sister Laura. She was on the phone with her when the cabin she was staying in with her husband Jonathan and 2 kids was carried away.
Damn. And trapping at least one driver in the fast-rising water.
It was raining really hard right then, and the car died. I just went through the intersection and the car died.
From the freeway to surface streets, the heavy rain made driving dangerous.
This is unbelievable.
I'm up top. You'll be all right right
A rainy traffic nightmare on the I-5 as a mudslide shuts down part of the Grapevine.
I was completely stopped for a while, and then we got to a point where the highway patrol was kind of sending us off a different route, and then it looked like we were going to start going, and then we hit another stop point, and then that's where it was just bad.
The muddy runoff coming down from the northbound lanes of the Fort Home Road just before 5 p.m. Drivers capturing the scene as the CHP helps them pass through the rocks and debris. Luckily, no damage reported.
eroded, sidewalks eroded, and many water rescues, including this human chain where these brave guys managed to coax this woman out of her car. She could well have been a goner had she stayed in that car. 2 people were killed as they remained in their cars.
Firefighters in the United States, in the U.S. state of Idaho, who are struggling to contain wildfires which have engulfed more than 800 acres. Now,
on Maui tonight, fire crews are fighting to contain a massive brush fire. The Maui Fire Department says 6,000 acres have already burned.
It's now tripled in size and is threatening up to 30 structures. The Crow Peak fire near Spearfish has now burned 250 acres. It's still at 0% containment.
Another wildfire burning north of Los Angeles has grown to more than 8.5 square miles.
There is zero containment, and it's hard to predict where the flames will go next because the wind is moving in all directions.
Movies for fire and smoke around. It absolutely looked like the apocalypse.
Say that a lightning strike during a Friday afternoon storm started this fire. Right now, firefighters have no containment.
The observation fire burning southwest of Hamilton, 1,300 acres in size today.
A forest fire burning near Big Sur on California's scenic Central Coast has nearly doubled in size to almost 3 square miles.
Look at that. That is some ingenuity right there. He's got one of the big nozzles just driving along, trying to put that fire out.
I was in shock. You know, we have fires here all the time.
Now, we had a brush fire last summer on the West Haven-New Haven border.
Through, even if we got a thunderstorm coming through and the wind comes first and it blows the hot embers out of the pit, you can get a fire going around it, especially with the dry condition that we're in right now.
Right now, all hands are on deck, and because this fire is located on a steep hill, it can only be reached by helicopter. Water bucket operations will continue as the heat comes on.
The heat is also fueling wildfires.
Flames broke out along a busy freeway north of Los Angeles at the height of the heat wave.
wasn't able to get it, but the flames at the top of the hill just shot way up. It's going up over this hill now. And this area is getting even worse. This is insane. But what's the craziest thing about this is that the firemen are just walking around up there like it's no big deal. And they're just cutting trees down, and it's just amazing.